So hello everyone, welcome back to another live trading session. So currently we are looking pretty bearish actually for the markets on Bitcoin definitely. We'll refresh that really quickly. Now whales are looking very bearish, mid is looking slightly bearish, retail also slightly bearish. News are not good, looking on glint as well, terminal. Tension is at a 100 scale, so right now I am looking to most likely be shorting on Bitcoin right now. The US market does open in about 6 minutes time, so a level that we could kind of maybe look for right now would maybe be about 76.5k. Liquidity though in the we'll do 24 hours. Let's have a look. 45 million in the upside. 39 actually. 40. So we are kind of looking at 76k actually. Right now we are currently at 76,714. Like I said, I am looking for that 76k, sorry. So I will be coming in for a short position as the US market does open in about 5 minutes time, and I am expecting actually a sharp move towards the downside when that US market does open. So I'll be shorting Bitcoin and looking for that 76k. So the strongest moves will be within the hour of the US market open. So we will enter a short position right now for a take profit of 76,000. Stop loss, we'll do that just in a second, and we'll also get a position on for Ethereum to 2090. 2090, short that as well. SUI as well for a short of 10209. 0209. And then we're coming up Pudgy Penguins as well, and we are looking for 0.008578. 0.008578. So we currently have 4 positions shorting, and the US market opens in 3 minutes. For oil, we'll most likely go long on oil, as I believe oil will see a push towards the upside. And for oil, we are looking, let's say, 93.903. 93.903. So currently we are in $142 in profit already. SUI's profit, Pudgy Penguins profit, Ethereum profit, Bitcoin profit. Great, it's a nice start to the session, but we still have that US market open to 2 minutes time, and we'll definitely see some volatility hitting the market. Ooh, that was close. That was close. I could have been in for a big win there, but yeah, we got a bit too greedy. So we'll see what happens at the US market open. We've got about 1 minute left. We're already sat at 227 in profit. welcome to the live if you've just joined. If you've got any questions, don't obviously feel worried to write something. And we've got maybe just under a minute. Well, that's what it looks like anyway. Just under a minute left. So we'll see those. We'll see that volatility hitting the markets very, very, very shortly. Already sat at $290 in profit, which is nice. Well, that's obviously nothing compared to the moves we are going to get. So yesterday we didn't have the US market open as it was Memorial Day, and there we go. It's the US market is open. Let's have a look what we see for Bitcoin. Ooh, oil prices are just dumped. That is definitely not what I expected. But we haven't really gotten a full indication of where price is currently headed, but we have got more volatility in the market right now. I believe buyers were pushing back a little bit there. But I am expecting that move towards that 76k. Tensions are pretty much, well, they're through the roof right now. We're at 100 on the global scale, global tension scale right now, so it's at a severe level. We got the bombings overnight, more strikes, more obviously casualties, which was obviously not good. There we go, there's a big drop to the downside for Bitcoin. So I am expecting that 76k to be hit. We are on the way. You can see we are very bearish right now. So we are currently up about 500, 600, 700 now. Nearly, yeah, we're at 800. I think we are getting quite a lot of aggressive pushes from the buyers though. So give it an hour into the session, then we'll kind of know where Bitcoin is actually headed. So this is the obviously the initial market opening moves, what we normally get. But yeah, right now we are seeing some volatility, some heavy buying pressure though, which is slightly concerning. Let's have a look. Have we got any more? Have we got any liquidity coming into the market? Nope. There's still more on the downside, 45 million. Yeah, Discord, I dropped it in the comments down below, like yesterday, day before as well. So I believe we are struggling to come up even higher. But I was expecting a heavier move to the downside for Bitcoin though. Tensions are, you know, at a pretty bad level right now. That may have been just to obviously liquidate those positions. But you can see we've had a big push from the buyers. You can see the kind of size of that candle wick. So we are still aiming for that 76k. I'll drop the link in the comments down below. There you go. So we are sat at 450 profit. Buying pressure is pretty heavy though. we're getting quite a lot of buying pressure right now. The US launched new strikes on Iranian missile facilities and boats, characterizing these actions as self-defense. The escalation occurred a few hours after the Israel Defense Forces began a new wave of strikes. So tensions are getting pretty significant. Well, we're getting more and more strikes. So there haven't been any, good things kind of showing up on the media as well. News-wise, we are looking pretty bad. You can see we've had a push from oil now. Oil prices have come up pretty high. There's a big push right there. So that 76k level is definitely where I'm kind of aiming for right now. We're getting some indecision in the market, but I believe that's due to the amount of people, investors, players in the market right now. So yeah, oil just had a massive bullish candle there. We'll have a look on Twitter actually, see if we get any, see if we've got any new conflict happening. Mark Rubio on his way back to America stopped in Armenia to sign yet another agreement on securing critical minerals. "35 minutes ago, Trump just rejected Iran's final peace proposal. A 14-point peace proposal is unacceptable. The US is now ready to launch ground operations." Bruh. Weeks of negotiations, one rejection. This is no longer an air campaign. Ground operations change everything. Markets are pricing in resolution. Trump just repriced escalation. Brace for open. And that was that was 35 minutes ago. So yeah, this US market open is we're seeing a little bit of delay, but I am expecting oil prices to be coming up, and Bitcoin to obviously bottom out at 76k, maybe even pushing down even further, depending on the market right now. So oil is currently making higher highs, as you can see. Low, high, low, high, low, high, and each high is higher and each low is also higher. Yes. Bitcoin just pushed up pretty heavily though. You can see. Not sure how this is kind of working, even though tensions are through the roof. We've been getting nothing but bad news. We've even got new strikes over the course of the night time, which is kind of strange, but so Bitcoin seems to be pushing now. I don't really want to be pushing above that previous high. We'll refresh this. We'll refresh flow. But like I said, I am expecting a continued move to the downside. We've got 1.17 million in longs, 37k in shorts. There's literally nothing in the market right now by the looks of it. And somehow we are pushing to the upside, which is very, very strange. We're just in about 700 profit, and now we are at about 30 in profit. Nice. Makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense at all. So there has been a lot of buying pressure in the market right now, as you can see. MACD is curling to the upside. Stochastic is at a high, so it's too high already. RSI is looking still in the midpoint, but we might be gaining traction to the upside. So everything we've been getting right now is just bad news for Bitcoin, bad news for the markets, tensions rising and so on. But somehow we've seen a push from Bitcoin, which is it's very strange to say the least. Very strange to say the least. So everything we've got right now is just negative news for Bitcoin and the overall market. So boom, President Trump just went hardball mode on Iran, launching self-defense strikes when the RIGC got caught laying mines in the strait. 47 just showed the world he's not effing around with the mullahs during negotiations. A regional intelligence official told Fox that no less important is dismantlement of Iran's enrichment facilities. That way, not only will Iran have not have the enriched material, they'll also won't have the means to enrich anymore. Iran is slowly realizing if they don't cave on nuclear and the strait, the only way is through FAFO. FAFO? What is that? Yeah, I mean everything is like, look, we've even got posts like this. An hour ago, the US bombed an Iranian naval vessel. The incident occurred after Trump claimed the Iran's navy was completely destroyed on the first day of the war. This ceasefire is not lasting long. This ceasefire will not last long. Yeah, I mean, Iran now controls the gate. Ships are reportedly paying over 150k just to pass Hormuz. Is now under Tehran's control. Iran foreign ministry just stated that the US violated the ceasefire. So I mean, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. I think I believe we've failed to push towards the upside. We just got some more news, I believe. America carries out new airstrikes on Iran. A Texas primary runoff will test Donald Trump's grip on the Republican Party. How the Supreme Court both checks and empowers the Trump administration. So it's not looking good. It's not looking good. So I believe Bitcoin will be pushing even further towards the downside now. If it somehow miraculously starts pushing to the upside, then I don't even know. Like, I don't even know. This is just crazy. Like, what do you even call that right now? What do you even call that? I'm looking for a fake out, for that to be a fake out, and we come back in, we come back within that level. We are actually slowly coming back down. What is this? I want to see that fail towards the upside. RSI has been relatively weak though. We've slowly come back within the 50 zone, but that is mainly due to this very bullish candle. RSI is looking weaker though. Stochastic, we're looking to be leaning towards the downside. And MACD, we haven't got a real signal for MACD right now. But like I said, I am actually expecting that move towards the downside to continue. Normally what we do get from Bitcoin is a push to the upside and then an actual true move towards that downside. Well, it's vice versa, upside, downside, same kind of thing. But right now we seem to be making we've made a high, a low, a higher high, and potentially, we wouldn't really call that a low as we don't have a bearish candle there. Well, we could, well, it's a 50-50, but you can see we've got some selling pressure here. We're not letting that price come up even further. You can see some rejection on that candle wick there. Some more rejection. We're trying to push to the upside. Yeah, that's just not it. That's not it. That is not it. Well, I mean, if this is a move we are seeing, then realistically we could even be looking towards 78k again. I mean, buying pressure is still pretty high. I believe we'll see some rejection from this level here. RSI still leaning towards the upside. Sorry, MACD is leaning towards the upside. RSI is okay. We're at 60. It's a pretty strong place to be for a move to continue that upside. You can see how that candle has drew back quite a lot actually. And now a level we seem to be kind of getting rejected from, you can see, is the level of 77,764. So we can't quite make it to, well, we did actually make it 78k, and realistically right now we could be looking at 78k. Now on this next dip we could be looking at an entry. We have come past that pretty heavily. So 78k is definitely up for grabs today. Well, there is a lot of liquidity in upside, 392 million. There's nothing in the downside actually, you can see. 390 at 78.3k. We need that RSI to come back within a pretty safe level. So I'm thinking about 60 zone, 65-ish, maybe a low. Because 75 right now is pretty high buying pressure. So we're looking to the overbought side. I mean, that move is pretty insane by itself. We've actually got huge buying pressure right now. It's actually crazy. Iran condemns US strikes as gross violation of ceasefire. Well, it claimed that like, I don't know, hours ago. It claimed that hours ago. Right now we are kind of in a pretty difficult situation. I mean, RSI, we're still looking 75 zone, 71. So coming back within the 60 range would give us some nice, kind of like a nice level to come in for a trade. At 66, 64. So the 60 region is kind of where I want to come to, and then we'll come in for a trade. But look, we are very volatile right now. Very volatile. I'll come in for Pudgy, for Sui, Pudgy Penguins, and I think we had, what did we have earlier? Hype? No. It was Sui. We had something else though. River? No. Was it River? No, I don't think it was. Hype's at 71 right now. I am still expecting a continued move towards the upside. What have we got for Hype? Hype's doing pretty well actually. It's at a pretty high level, which is kind of crazy. What about Ethereum? Ethereum is at 41 right now. Oh, that's in the daily time frame. We're 62, that's okay. We're still leaning bullish for Ethereum and all the other coins. Ground operation in Lebanon begins beyond the yellow line. Well, tensions are getting worse by the minute, which may put us in a difficult situation. $60 zone right now. I mean, a market shift right now towards that downside is not what I want to be seeing. I was looking for that continuation right off of this kind of area that we've got right now. Baltic states to receive 12 billion in defense funding over Ukrainian drones. What? The Baltics make drones, what do you mean? So we're at 58 on the RSI right now. MACD is still, looking towards that upside. So I am expecting that buying pressure to continue, pushing up to that 78k. Now for Bitcoin, was looking at 78k. There we've got some buying pressure back in the game. It needs to be relatively strong though, and we kind of need to make it past that previous high that we have. So maybe I came in for that position too early, but I still am expecting a continuation towards the upside. Israeli media says military expanded its ground operation in southern Lebanon behind the yellow line. The situation looks cooked. Very, very cooked. So we've got quite a lot of rejection from this level right now. 77,433 is where we've got some major rejection. You can see by the size of this bearish candle wick. So price did obviously come to there, and then we got rejected pretty hard. And price does look to be struggling to make a higher high right now. There's more money in the market right now. Whales are very bullish, mid is neutral, retail is also neutral. So that 78k is kind of what I'm looking for right now. We'll be getting more news. What have we got? Trump to make rare trip to Camp David as Iran tensions rise over US strikes. I don't know how legit that source actually is because it's a Telegram group, so I tend to not really pay attention too much to the Telegram news sources. Yeah, so actual legit sources is kind of where you want to pay more attention to. Israel wants freedom of military operations in Lebanon with the Iranian peace deal per Reuters. So could we be looking at 78k? That's the big question right now. We have got buying pressure though, it's very well seen. But if Bitcoin fails to claim that previous high, then we could be in for a move towards downside. So far, it's not looking too positive. Oil prices are still coming up. Now we're at 94.349. That is crazy. So based on that, I believe we may have to shift our trade, as we haven't actually been able to cross that previous high. Market does seem to be leaning towards the downside right now. I reckon I'm going to reverse some trades because we've seen a big reversal. Well, that's what it looks like anyway. So 76k. I mean, it's split between 76 and 78k. Right now we're at 77, well, nearly bang on. You see RSI is kind of starting, sorry, MACD is starting to lean towards the downside. I don't know why I've got 2, but I do. I mean, tensions are getting worse, so yeah, I mean, looking at 76k is pretty reasonable, I'd say. So if we look at 76k, would be in for 1.3k profit. We're not making lower lows yet though, which is a little bit concerning to say the least. We may have a compression zone. So right now we just failed to make a previous low. You can see this low was obviously lower. And now for oil prices, so slightly to the downside. I mean, I am expecting oil prices to continue pushing even higher. So yesterday we did come from a high of 99. Currently we're sat at 94. So you can see we've been in a pretty sharp move towards the downside from yesterday. And we are slowly breaking that structure right now. So I believe we'll be coming even higher and higher. So a probability for the downside looks a lot bigger than a continuation towards the upside. So we can aim for, let's say, I wouldn't say 105 because, well, it depends. Say if we get some very bad news, then, well, bad news is kind of positive in its own way. But bad news, that would be something like more obviously conflict, more things getting blown up, more bases being attacked, more disruption, and that would obviously cause price to come up for oil. Well, pretty heavily actually. But we'll have a look on what's it called? I'll have a look on Twitter right now, see what's what. $500 billion has been added to US stocks. I think that's 500 billion. 500 with 9 zeros. So 5 minutes, and the S&P 500 opened at a new all-time high. I mean, all I'm seeing is literally just more conflict. And then Michael Saylor says, I do not rule out the possibility of selling more Bitcoin, some Bitcoin before the end of the year. This cannot be ignored. And that is not good. Well, it means Bitcoin will come down in price.
Hence, odds that Strategy sells some Bitcoin by year end have spiked.
Not unlikely that we'll sell some Bitcoin between now and the end of the year.
Michael, since your May 5th earnings call comments, odds that Strategy sells some Bitcoin by year end have spiked from around 30% to 84%, and odds of a sell by June 30 are at 66%. Critics say stretched dividends and a narrowed MNAV premium are forcing your hand. How wrong is the market?
I think we enjoy keeping everybody guessing. It definitely makes X a lot more interesting. Our view is business as usual here. We're kind of matter of fact about this. The goal of the company is to drive Bitcoin per share and to increase its Bitcoin and increase the enterprise value continuously forever. We'll make decisions about how we fund our liabilities week by week, day by day. Sometimes we make them minute by minute, to tell you the truth. We set algorithms where we're looking at what is most long-term advantageous to the company. Are we managing our credit risk? Are we creating Bitcoin per share? Are we best off to pay a liability with cash, or to pay a liability by issuing equity, or to pay a liability by issuing credit, or to pay a liability by selling Bitcoin? We've done a lot of multivariate models, and in all the models, what we find over the long term is that by far the best thing for the company is to engage in a mixture of those four instruments. Any model that we put together that's limited only to equity or only to credit or only to Bitcoin always underperforms. So ultimately, the way to think of it is 7 years out, we would like to have maximized our Bitcoin per share. What is it that we should be doing now that's going to maximize and optimize the company's performance so that we've maxed out Bitcoin per share 7 years from now? I think it's not unlikely that we'll sell some Bitcoin between now and the end of the year. I don't know how much. We still consider these things, but it's also likely that we'll sell a mixture of equity, a mixture of credit. We'll manage our...
Yeah, not too important, but did say some important things in there. So expectations are obviously to the end of the year, but Bitcoin is looking cooked. That's all I've got to say. Bitcoin is looking cooked. We've now surpassed a previous high. Well, we're kind of still in the zone, which is concerning. Realistically, there's no real push to either side, because I don't know, somehow we're getting something really bad, and then somehow we're getting something really good. Like, for example, the whole global situation is so bad right now. Well, I won't say so bad, but it looks to be getting worse and out of hand, whilst at the same time Bitcoin is pushing. It's hard to even, price in where price is headed. So much chop. Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. We're seeing huge amounts of choppy behavior right now. Got some more news. Russia strikes the UN World Food Programme warehouse in Dnipro. Russians launched a ballistic Iskander missile. Oh my days. So we've got some more news whilst Michael Saylor was talking. Maybe not. Maybe not. Tensions have come down slightly. We were at 100, now we're at 76. not looking good. It's not looking good. We're currently in a compression phase by the looks of it. So price is obviously compressing in this area right now. You can actually see candle size and movement wise that we are not getting really anywhere right now. Apart from slightly pushing towards the upside, which is not good for our, not good for the position that we're currently in. Looks like oil prices are shifting to the downside though. So we may even stick within this level that we had, as you can see, and slowly coming to the downside. We've made a low of $88.2 per barrel. I mean, right now, I would be expecting a shift to the downside in this area. So we currently made a high of about 77,600. So right now I would be expecting a move back to the downside, as we have been kind of consolidating in this area that we have. $74. Oh, that's the oh, that's not even right. Oh, I think we're cooked on Bitcoin. It still seems to be pushing higher. Still seems to be pushing higher. We'll need to be coming back within that level that we had. I mean, price buying pressure has actually come down quite a lot right now, but we are still somehow headed for that upside. Situation's not good. Everything looks bad. More strikes, more conflicts, more chaos. No actual, new talks of actually peace deals being made, and mostly everything's just negative. Iran's foreign ministry condemned recent US strikes in southern Hormozgan province as a gross violation of the ceasefire, warning Washington would bear responsibility for the consequences. The United States committed a gross violation of the ceasefire over the last 48 hours, the military said, calling the attacks aggressive and unjustified. It's just like what is going on right now? Like, what is actually going on right now? Oh, this is so not good. This is so not good. I reckon I'm gonna have to close them positions. That is so bad. I mean, 78k is looking more and more realistic, but I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it at all. Not liking it at all. Oh. No real judgment of price. Honestly, it's cooked. Iran and the United States have signaled they are closing in on an agreement to turning the existing ceasefire that ended weeks of heavy bombing into a longer-lasting settlement. I mean, Fair Squawk is pretty good actually. We've seen a strong rejection there, but I believe we will see a continued push towards the upside. I'll have a look at how this candle moves. So I'm expecting a move to, let's say, 77,434. If we get to that level, then I will be coming in for that long position. So could we expect 78k? I feel like we can expect 78k. We've hit it multiple times in this area. Well, that was the 21st of May, that was 5 days ago. And we saw a big move to the downside. That was crazy that day. That was Saturday, I believe. Yeah. I might, yeah, I feel like we're going to come in for that position there. I mean, RSI is looking pretty strong though, so I might have to wait a little bit.
Too many ideas, too many.
Coming in for that long. We're long on Sui as well. Bitcoin's already up $68, 95, 78k. So that was just under 30%. Just under 30%. Liquidity wise, 50 mil, where have we got 50 mil? Where have we got 50 mil? Looks to be the downside, yeah, 76k. 76k. So we is somehow negative, even though Bitcoin is still pushing that upside. The market today is absolutely insane. Like it's absolutely crazy. So 77.8k. So we've just swept that liquidity. There is a little bit more in the upside at 78.38. So we'll have a look in the 2-week time frame, but yeah, most of it's actually sat at 78.7k and 78.3k. So most of the liquidity is actually still in the upside. So we could actually realistically be in for 78.3k. We'll come in for Pudgy Penguins as well. We're at 77.9k right now, pushing very, very strongly to 78k, and now we are nearly at 78k. It's been a very, very, very risky trade, but we kind of have to bounce back from those heavy losses we just made. Pudgy Penguins are lacking behind a little bit. So we've made a high of 78k now, 79,998. We seem to be getting some rejection right now from that level. I believe that is, yeah, that is where we are right now. So the high that we've made actually so far is only at 78.2k. Global oil prices touched $100 a barrel again this morning, marking a renewed instability after the US launched fresh airstrikes on Iran. So, tension is actually slightly more elevated now. We're at 78. Yeah, before we were at 76. I believe we will continue higher. So we have actually got a slight pressure from the sellers right there. But I am looking towards that 78.3k level. That is a massive liquidity zone there right now. And that trade would take us to $992 profit for Bitcoin. So we're at 81 on the RSI. That is very, very dangerous. That is a very dangerous level. I don't believe Pudgy Penguins will catch up with this momentum. They are kind of just sat there right now, as you can see. We're slightly below that level. Looks like they're struggling to actually push through. Bitcoin is seeing some slight rejection, but the strength is still there. We seem to be dipping slightly, so 75 is what we have. 72 now. Question is, are we in for a continuation or a move towards that downside? Looks like we've still got buying pressure there. Buyers actually pushed pretty heavily at this whole area. You can see buying pressure is very, very strong. So 78.3k is a pretty major level right now for Bitcoin. You can see the amount of liquidity that we have right there. About nearly 400 million in liquidity. Yeah, 390 at 78.3k, and then 392.82 million at 78.782k. Yeah, I think it's time to exit that trade. believe we're in for a reversal now. So we'll catch on that move. I mean, RSI still looks pretty strong though. 60 zone. 60 zone. So I believe we might even retest that high again. We're at a 57 zone now, 56. We are dropping, but there's still obviously a chance to come in and retest that high again of 78k plus. Let's have a look in the 24-hour time frame. Relatively nothing to kind of see. 44, 22, 7.8, 38. Well, looking in the 3-day time frame, we're looking at 76k. Price just drops pretty significantly, so we'll come in for a short position. I am looking now towards 76k. With reclaimed liquidity at 78k, I believe we'll be coming down to 76k. Yeah, momentum is dipping. Everything seems to be dipping right now for Bitcoin. Let's have a look at oil prices. Not too much of a change for oil prices, but we will come in on a trade for SUI as well. Actually, wait there. Yep. Let's get Bitcoin open on the other chart. We're actually seeing some buying pressure right now. Are we going to try retest that level again? This is kind of the area where we could see that happening. Unless we get the sellers stepping in, pushing that price even further to the downside. You can see we've got some indecision right there. Now whales are extremely bullish. There's more actually positions being obviously coming into the market. 7.84 million in shorts, 400k in longs. But it does look like we are leaning towards the downside. We're shorting. We're shorting on Solana as well for, let's say, 84.69. Close a trade on MYX near as well. Let's have a look.
This is the perfect.
No, it's not. What was I looking at? MYX. Yeah, that'll definitely be coming down. There's no that's been negative for as long as I can remember. We're looking at 0.1935. 0.1935. 36, but it's still a trade. End of the day, we've got claim that. Fartcoin would actually get a pretty good trade on actually. So we'll put a small amount on Fartcoin, but it's going to go a long way. I know that for sure. We're looking at 0.17934. 0.17934. We'll increase Bitcoin's position actually, ever so slightly. So we've actually cleared, we've made a big divot right there. We're in a big peak, a very big peak. So selling pressure is pretty heavy though. Selling pressure is pretty heavy. I am looking for 76k though. Sat at 1.3k in profit right now. RSI is still in a pretty good kind of zone to keep pushing even further. We're currently sat at 34, which is okay. We'll increase that sweep position slightly. As I am expecting a continuation. Big push to the downside right there. I want to see that 76k. 76k would be absolutely insane. 76k would be absolutely insane. Long Tau. What is Tau? Tau. Oh, bit and saw. Nah, bro. Bit and saw is gonna come down as well. We're definitely coming to. Well, at least to 284.52. That's kind of the support level that we have. You can see prices being rejected from here, again there, and kind of this region as well. So we've had rejection there, here, there, and here as well. 3.9k profit, insane. We've kind of bounced back from that loss we took today. $4k profit, crazy. We are coming to 70. We're in the 76k region right now. 76,922. 4.4k in profit. No way. It's a super risky trade, but we've kind of put more position. Well, we've opened a bigger position as prices come down, so we've kind of caught onto this whole move towards this downside. We're currently sat at 4k profit. I am expecting price to continue even further to the downside. You can see we've got a little bit of a pushback right there, but like I said, I'm expecting that continuation. So currently we're sat at 76.9k. You can see we've got a slight slight buying pressure there. We actually did come to a low of 25 on the RSI, but I am expecting selling pressure to obviously take over and continue that whole move towards that downside. For the downside, we're looking at 76k, 158 million. That is looking in the 3-day kind of 3-day time frame right there. 2 weeks. Let's have a look. 2 weeks. We'll still have that liquidity in the upside, I believe. Yeah, still at 392. We didn't come up to it. We came to about 78k for Bitcoin. We're currently sat at 3.9, coming up to 4k in profit. NYX only in $13 of profit. That's crazy. That is crazy. It seems we've got some, you know, buying pressure coming into the market right now. I was expecting price to continue. We might give it a little bit of time, let's say a minute or two, for that move to continue. I believe it will. Sellers are still in control. We're at 25 on the RSI though. Strength is a little bit down, but we're still looking pretty good. Yeah, you see some more pressure from the sellers right there. Now, ideally, we need to come past this kind of low. 5k profit. Oh my god, that is crazy. You see, yeah, we've got buying pressure. 23, we're still okay. We're still leaning to the downside on the MACD indicator. Stochastic is at a pretty dangerous level though. Let's have a look on flow. Whales are still extremely bullish for some reason. Mid is slightly bearish, retail is neutral, and price is currently sat at 76.8k. So looking actually in the let's do 20. Looking in the 24-hour time frame, we've got oh, we've actually got more liquidity building in the upside at 77.6k. Price is currently, well, it looks like it doesn't know where to go. So this is kind of the rejection we're getting from kind of this area here. We're still at a 4k profit. We haven't really seen any real shift towards the upside just yet. So we're still pretty good. I want to see that price continue dropping. We did come to 5k. I didn't obviously close those positions early enough. So I am, well, once we get to that 5k profit, I'll be closing all the positions straight away. As I don't believe 76k is likely to get hit today. I don't think tensions and the whole, you know, the whole market structure isn't as bearish as I thought it was. $4.5k profits. We need that little bit more. We need that little bit more. So currently, I believe we may have a slight consolidation phase, but it looks like there's building pressure within this level right now, and a continuation towards the downside is a more likely scenario right now. Nice 4k prof. Bitcoin's at 1.5, Solana's at 1.1. We're SUI is at 1.2 and MYX is at 9. Nice. Nice. Well, pretty much I put MYX on entirely just so I can claim the little gem and then open a case. So I'll have that open on this other screen, so just in case market shifts violently, I'll be able to exit those trades very fast. So you can now see what's it called again? Oh my days. Lucky Shot, there we go, Lucky Shot. Lucky Shot is pretty much this thing on Everdex where you can win a insane amount of money. Well, it's 100,000 USDT. What would you do with 100,000 USDT? I mean, I know what I would do, but pretty much you kind of try and guess which one is right, and then, well, you get the idea. So let's have a look. Oh, close. Yeah, so right now we are at, we're kind of consolidating, but price does seem to be pushing slightly to the upside. We've got some buying pressure within the market right now. I do want to see. I don't think that 76k push is as imminent right now. We'll see what we get with these candles. We'll see what we get with these upcoming candles. So right now it looks to me like a shift within the market and a push towards the upside, but for now it's not too clear. Let's refresh that liquidity. Let's have a look. 108. Where is the 108? Upside at 77.6k. And I believe that's where we are headed right now. So we'll close those positions. And we'll come in for a long position as it looks like a very good indication that the market structure has shifted towards the upside. So we'll come in at 76.8k. 77, sorry. I was looking at that, I was thinking, what is going on? So 77.8k is kind of where we are looking to come to right now. Yeah, 77.6 actually, not 77.8. 77 point. We'll do 77.7 actually, just to be on the safe side. We'll put in stop loss of 314, and we'll also do a long position on SUI as well, and that would be at 1.0524. 1.0524. There we go. We'll do 250 for stop loss on that. Crude oil is coming. You see, it's coming back down. So I'm expecting a move to that upside. We'll do 30x leverage, and we are looking to come to 2132. 2132, and we'll long that for 25%, and a stop loss of, let's do 250 as well. 221. So that's what we are currently looking like. .3 ratio, not bad at all. Not bad at all. So this to me looks like a very nice shift towards the upside. Liquidity in the downside has completely disappeared actually. Was looking in 24-hour time frame, and liquidity is completely gone. But we've had a major shift to the downside, a big bearish move. But You guys can watch my trade right now, and I'll be back in a couple minutes. So yeah, I'll be back very, very shortly.
220 profit already, let's go.
So it seems we may have a continuation to that downside. Thing is though, price has been actually moving between this level for now. So this is actually acting as a support level, you can see. So if we were to get those levels drawn, that's a pretty realistic stop loss though, as obviously a move past this previous low would kind of indicate a further move to the downside. We're looking okay on the RSI 36. And we're slowly coming back within our entry price on Ethereum. Now for Bitcoin, so we haven't actually made a previous low, and a low forming right at this area could be very, very nice. And if now we print a higher a higher high, that would be very nice, as our entry level is relatively good, as we are very close to the low that we've just, well, by the looks of it, just created. But that's only if market does continue to push past this previous high and maybe come to a level of, let's say, 77,200. That is kind of the area I'm looking for. Some confirmation right now would be very, very nice. So coming up to 77,200 would give us some confirmation for that increase. Well, there's a higher chance of us coming bullish back up to 78k. Well, our ideal level would be obviously 78k again, but we are aiming for 77,700, as liquidity does lie at 77,600, or most of it anyway. 108 million, yeah, 77,630. So we may even retest that previous high again. Price is slowly coming up to. We'll see what we get here. So creating a lower low is not really what we're looking for, but obviously the chance that does happen is on the books. Let's refresh that. So we took some nasty hits up to 90, 219, 800, 800, 1.1k. Bitcoin right now is actually in a position to actually print a higher high, but we don't want to be coming past that low. That's what I'm looking at right now. We don't want to be coming past that low. If you come past that low right now, then that would give us a bigger indicate. Yeah, we've made a big move past that previous low actually right there. So now a level of 76k looks more reasonable.
Let's have a look if we've got any liquidity at 76k. Where's that next chunk of liquidity sat? So we've got 87 million at 76.1k. Now Bitcoin is coming slightly to the downside. Oil prices are rising. We're at 94.346 now, nearly at that high that we had. Well, actually, we've had a high already, which was at 94.411, and it seems that movement to the downside is not really looking to be on obviously crude oil. Trump is Trump is convening a full cabinet meeting at Camp David on Wednesday, with Iran expected to dominate the agenda, including recent US strikes, ongoing ceasefire negotiations, the nuclear deal, and the Strait of Hormuz disruptions. So, pretty much, Trump will not make an actual, Trump will not make an actual deal unless he has control of Iran's nuclear program. He doesn't obviously want Iran to have nuclear enrichment, or, well, to be able to make nuclear weapons. So Trump he did say there's not going to be a deal unless that uranium gets destroyed, or obviously, I don't know, handed over, which he will most likely destroy as well. So I'm not really sure how you would destroy uranium, but that's not for me to kind of understand. So I'm expecting a full move to the downside right now. And what else have we got? What pudgy penguins? We've got some rejection actually from that level, you can see, from that previous candle. But I am expecting a further move to the downside, as we are making lower highs, lower lows. And we've just got some rejection, slight rejection from this level right now. And that's pretty much all we currently have. You can see we've been rejected here again. So a potential move to the upside is definitely what we're looking for right now. I mean, we are aiming for about 76.1k, I believe it was. Yeah, 76.1k. Now for Bitcoin, that is what we are looking for, 76.1. No, not 76.1, but 76,100. 76,100. Yes, Bitcoin's in $23 negative. It seems we are struggling slightly to get past this price, but once we do, I believe we will definitely see a much stronger move towards the downside. You can see selling pressure is increasing right now. RSI is in a very good position to continue that move to the downside. 37 is like an ideal. So between 40 and 30 is really nice. Getting into the 20 zone is, a little bit not so good, as it is the oversold kind of area. I am currently waiting for. Yeah, you can see price is very on the line right now. We've seen some more rejection right there. You can see the rejection we're getting from this level right now. Rejection. So I'm expecting that move towards that downside again. Well, a further move to the downside, realistically. Now, whales have shifted from extremely bullish to very bullish. Mid is slightly bearish, and retail is neutral but leaning to the bearish side from what it looks like. And currently, it seems we have failed to surpass this previous kind of high area that we have. So we are making those lower lows. You can see a high there, a low here, and a move past that level would be a very nice indication of a continued move to the downside. So it seems we're getting some more buying pressure, but we've been rejected from this level many times, and I would have expected Bitcoin to continue that move to the upside, and that would have been here at this area. But the fact that we have obviously continued past and made a higher, obviously a lower low, indicates well, a lot more selling pressure and a potential continuation of that downwards move. So ideally we're looking to come, well, the next kind of area that would have some trouble getting through would be here, where we have 76.5k, and we've just got some kind of news. EU said it will maintain its diplomatic presence in Kyiv unchanged. Sweden just banned cousin marriage and close relative marriage. Why is that legal? Why is that legal anyway? '81 on the global tension scale. Ooh, we have pushed slightly up, but we are still we're still at a pretty undecided area though. We're still at a pretty undecided area. Yes, the Sui is pushing to the downside, so is Pudgy Penguins. Bitcoin is not too much. There is more buying pressure right now. RSI is getting a little bit stronger, which as of right now is not too concerning, but so I'm still expecting that continued move to the downside. Unless we come past that previous high. Whoa, what kind of line is that? Unless we come past this previous high, I am still looking for that downside. So if we do come past that previous high, then I will be shifting towards the upside. But the thing is, we've made an actual, well, we made it a lower low, but then you can see the selling pressure is still there, and we are kind of failing to push to the upside. So selling pressure is still there, but sellers need to push a little bit more aggressively. So mid is neutral, retail is neutral, whales are very bullish. So look, liquidity wise, what have we got? 108 million at 77.6k. Yeah, still 87, well nearly 88 million at 76.1k. 78.3k is looking a little bit weak, but there is a lot of liquidity in that area. A lot of liquidity in that area. 392. Yeah, so the biggest level is kind of 78.3k. Price is now pushing slowly towards that downside, and I want to see that level being broken and we actually continue that move towards the downside. And it looks to me like we've failed to obviously come past those previous highs that we had, unless obviously we have a continued push. So currently it looks like there's a lot of indecision in the market right now. It's a very tense situation, very tense. There's obviously still a lot of room, there's still room for that retest and a continuation, but it does look more like obviously like a continued move to the downside. So what we've had is obviously this was the first high, this was the first low, we've had a second high, a second low, well, what it looks like a third high, potentially a third low, which in fact does just look like a downtrend. So the fact that we've obviously failed to come past this kind of previous high does heavily suggest to me that we are going to be coming in for a continuation past this level. So I believe we've got quite a lot of resistance there. That's why we've had rejection from that level multiple times, as well as obviously that first rejection here, the second one here, and then a third one could be that push through that level. And you can see price is headed that way as we speak. I will come in for a trade on Ethereum for 2094. 2094. Even on Ethereum, it looks like we are printing lower highs, lower lows. So the structure is there. And we do seem to be looking very nice. We do seem to be looking very, very nice. So if we draw a path, you can see, so from this obviously high that we had, this was where price peaked, and then what we saw was a heavy move to the downside, a high, a low, a high, and then what I'm expecting is a lower low forming. So we have the high, low, high, low, high, low. So this is what we call a downtrend. And that is what I'm expecting right now. We are currently at the third high, well, looking to make that third low, and obviously completing that whole pattern. But we may have some weakness right there for that whole move. Tension is currently at 81, so you know, the situation is not looking too positive. We are getting some buying pressure back though. RSI is looking to be, well, it's at a reasonably okay level, 45. We want to be looking in the 30 region. That would be obviously nicer to see. Stochastic still looks okay. MACD does look like it's in for a crossover and a potential curve to the downside. Unless obviously market shifts and we continue higher, but I am still looking for that downside. Have a look on Twitter. If I see anything interesting, I'll definitely be showing you guys. We are continuing lower though, which is good to see. There we go, Bitcoin's made a sharp move to the downside now. But we have to see a lower low. So a rejection from this level would not be too good. Would not be too good for us at all. So we currently are testing this level as we speak. You can see how volatile price is right now. It was down about 50, now we're up to 200. That is a very nice indication, but that move needs to continue pushing even further. That move needs to continue. It needs to continue past kind of this area here. We've got about 5 more seconds left on that candle there. It's relatively strong actually, but yeah, we need to see that move continue. Continue. That's what we want to see. RSI is good. 35 is at a very nice level. MACD is now leaning to the downside. You can see. We are kind of crossing over and leaning to the downside, which is exactly what we want to see. We've got about 30 seconds on that candle there. Let's have a look at liquidity. Have we got any changes? 108.89 million, still at 77.6k. So I believe we will be coming down to a low. Well, it looks like we have a major support. Well, I won't say a major, but the current the current support level that we've been kind of moving in for, well, all of today since 3 a.m. has been this level here, which is at 76,600. So right now, yeah, you can see we're going to have some trouble getting past this level right now. And we've had, you can see the rejection that we've had from that level there. Got 20-ish seconds left on that candle there.
Mixed with lyrics, meshed until the song is fixed into the bang of the moment. No fear.
Now coming to a level of 76,100 is likely, but obviously we could still see a shift from the current level that we've kind of been supporting off in, well, pretty much all of today. Yeah, so you can see from about 3 a.m.
We've been using this level as a pretty major support level. So you can see our price has been rejected from this level multiple times, and now we've obviously received the same kind of rejection. But liquidity does lie in the lower range at that level of 76,100. It does look like buying pressure has actually increased now. Let's have a look at oil prices. Oil prices are currently consolidating, as you can see. Yeah, so we've got some kind of consolidation phase for crude oil right now, and the current high that we've made is 94.423. I think Bitcoin is coming up slightly in price right now. I mean, RSI didn't actually come to a low, a big low. We actually came to the, well, exactly on the bottom region of 30.26. Well, that's what it looks like anyway. We may have actually shifted in price. We are still obviously in profit. I'm gonna wait it out for a little bit longer. Yeah, we've still got 108 million. I will be expecting Bitcoin to come up in price from kind of this level though. So I mean, it's either a wait and see how it plays out, or close a position and, because right now it seems like market is shifting towards the upside. But we haven't obviously, well, this is actually a major support level that we've been moving in. But liquidity is still, whistled, is still in that downside of 76.1k. It's not major, it's only 87.95 million, while we have 77,600, we have 108.
So we've been actually getting rejected, you can see, by the candle wick sizes. There we go, there's a nicer move that we wanted to see. We'll actually see if we come past this previous low. And if we are actually coming in for a continuation to that downside, or we'll actually get rejected. So this level that we've had for today, you can see we've actually been rejected from it many times. So here, there as well, here, there, and then it looks like the same here, but we are kind of coming lower. So making a lower low would be a nice indication that we are coming maybe even lower, but we've had some rejection again, but we have about 40 seconds left on that candle to fully form. That's a lot of time for a candle, so well, we can still expect a lower low forming. Maybe buyers just pushed back a little aggressive. So let's have a look. So claiming that 76.1k would actually give me a nice indication that we are heading back up to 78k, because right now the market is in a 50-50. I don't think price will come down to 72k where we have that major support level sat, because well, the situation isn't as bad currently for the market to be making such drastic measures and drastic moves. So we have come slightly below, and I believe that move will continue now. There we go, there we go. Oh my days, that is crazy. Oh my god, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. There's no way. That candle looks very strong. Let's see if we get a continued push. 10 seconds left. $76.1k. That is where we are aiming to. 2.3k in profit right now. We want to sweep that liquidity, and then I feel like I'll be looking for a move back up to that 78k, where we have 100 million liquidity at 77.6k. Actually, I will put in a limit order. Well, we'll wait. 2.2k profit. So RSI just got back within the 30 zone, which well, normally does happen. We come slightly below, we come back in and then push even further. MACD is leaning to that downside, which is nice to see. Selling pressure is obviously still there. So like I said, I am expecting 76.1k to be hit. And that is exactly where we have our take profit sat. Yeah, still the same amount of liquidity. Let's have a look at crude oil. So that push was actually a big pump for crude oil. Now it does seem to be coming down in price. So crude oil just made a high of 94.696. But Bitcoin, I believe, will now want to come down to that level where we have that liquidity sat at 76.1k. I mean, it would be ideal if we saw another impulsive move from oil as well. So oil is currently, well, let me show you exactly what it looks like. So this impulsive move that we just saw from oil, this big green candle, big bullish move. So that is exactly what we saw for Bitcoin, this big bearish move. So it looks like we are still leaning to that downside. We've got an inverted hammer candle right there as well. So that is an indicator for a bearish move. Now we are sat at 2.4k in profit right there. RSI is at 28. We've still got some nice strength there. Very nice. I believe it's a waiting game right now. I've got a good feeling and a good indication that we are going to claim that liquidity. Bitcoin doesn't really like to, well, miss liquidity. It either shifts and then it claims it. Obviously, right now we are kind of in a consolidation phase, maybe building some pressure. Well, it looks like it anyway, because well, judging from the size of these candles, there's not really any movement. So to me right now, it does look like we are just building pressure, and that pressure will result more than likely price coming to that level of 76,100. So I don't believe we have any more liquidity beyond that level, and that level, well, we did come to a low of 74,290, but yeah, you can see we're kind of getting rejected from this downside. Rejection there, rejection there, rejection there. But like I said, I still am expecting that move to 76.1k. Now we did take some pretty heavy losses earlier on, but we've made it kind of back. So what, 290, 219, 800, 800, 1.1, 365, 375, and now now we're sat in 2k profit. So yeah, that is really good to see. Really good to see. No changes. 108. Let's have a look on flow actually, what we are looking like market. Yeah, whales are now shifted to slightly bearish, mid is bearish, retail is neutral but leaning to the bearish side as well. You can see the rejection that we are getting from kind of this level. So we are currently in kind of a consolidation until we break through. So you can see we're getting rejected. So a move to that downside is definitely what I'm looking for. So currently we're sat at 76,350, or 350 region. We only have like $250 in price movement to kind of claim that liquidity and have our take profit being obviously, well, taken. Yeah, so right now we're kind of waiting on this pressure to obviously push that price even lower and get that liquidity, and then I have a very strong indication that we are going to be coming back up to 78k. There's no liquidity in the downside, so that does suggest to me that we are going to be in for a move back up to that area, because price actually did move very fast towards bruh. Like I said, there's no liquidity in the downside. There's a major chunk of liquidity actually sat at 78.8k, and I don't believe we've claimed that for 2 weeks now. So that liquidity level is sat at 78.3k. We are let's have a look in the daily time frame. We've made highs of we actually got to that level here, which was the 21st of May, and that was, well, 5 days ago. Yes, so last week we actually did come to that level. I believe we've seen a slight push from the buyers now, but we have got doji candle there. That does show that there is indecision in the market, but we are looking slightly to the upside. But we are still within that margin, that price. Obviously, you can see we didn't obviously come past that level. You can see we've been rejected again. Let me just drop a line on there. So you can see the rejection we got. See, perfect touch, and then now we've got a sharper move to the downside. Let's have a look if we actually, push through. But I don't believe we will. But we'll see. We will see. Two K. Let's have a look at the structure for. Whoa. Hold on a second there. Is that a fake out? It's a very bullish candle though, so it could be a fake out. It could be a fake out. I mean, I was actually expecting a much more explosive move. So right now, I'm not really too... not too nervous. There's still a big margin for that price to continue that move to the downside. I believe we're just getting some buying pressure. Yeah, you can see here some buying pressure is coming into the market right now. We'll have a look on flow. So we have actually surpassed that level a little bit, but you can see we may be coming back into that level unless we obviously continue pushing higher. But let's have a look. Let's have a look.
have a look at oil. 94. Still at 1.1, 1.2k. So I believe Bitcoin has failed to claim that level. So if we were to actually reclaim this level and hold it, and obviously oil and oil prices, well, oil prices are still continuing to the downside, but Bitcoin did need to reclaim that level and hold it. But now that it hasn't held this level, well, it looks like a continuation to me. So we'll be looking to that 76.1k. But we obviously need to break these lows that we have. Let's have a look if we actually reclaim this level or not. Seems like sellers are still pushing that price down. What do you guys think? Let me know. Everyone's been really quiet today. No one's been saying anything. No questions, nothing. So, are we? Let me have a little. 76.1k, or are we looking to push back higher? So we are currently sat at 1.5k in profit, which is very, very nice. I feel like the buyers are wanting to reclaim that level, but they are not doing a good job at it. So my aim for that 76k level is still looking pretty strong.
So if we break through this kind of low, then we are looking very nice at 76k. Even if we don't obviously reach it, we'll still be in a very nice amount of profit. But I am strongly kind of leaning to that side that we do actually claim that liquidity sat at 76.1k. It's only about 87 million, but yeah, it is pretty, well, it's there, to say the least. Well, it's actually 90 million, 90.5, 76.108, and then 93 at 75.6. Yeah, 75.6 would be kind of crazy. That would be kind of bad. So the lowest low was actually, well, the lowest low was currently 74 point something. Let me have a look. Daily time frame. Yeah, so the recent low was 74.33. Well, let's just say 74.3. Now that push for the upside is still on the books. Even if we do come to, let's say, 75k, we would still be in a position to making higher lows, and obviously a continuation to the upside. So currently this is the lowest price has ever come to in this whole Bitcoin movement so far. Not obviously overall, but the current trade, well, obviously the current key level that we was trading in. That's what I mean. So you can see we actually dipped significantly lower than this previous low that we had here. So the fact that we actually did do that was very concerning actually for some traders. Some traders were actually thinking like, oh, Bitcoin's going to be, you know, through the roof, absolutely bottom out, and you know, it's not looking good. But yeah, right now we're not looking too bad. We're sat at we're sat at a nice 2k profit, 2.1k. RSI is looking nice. We are leaning to the downside. So look at MACD. MACD looks to be crossing over. There we go. There we go. Now just come to that 76.1k and I'll be happy. Unless that's a fake out. Unless that's a fake out. And in that case, I'm not happy. But we still do have quite a lot of time on that candle, I believe. Yes, well no, actually 6 seconds is not enough. It needs to close. Well, we have actually closed lower. Well, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. We are very close to that level. 2.6k, 3k in profit right now. Crazy, 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 crazy. 3.2k in profit. Let's go. We're getting closer and closer to that level. We're getting closer and closer. We've got a couple seconds left on that candle there. $3.4k, 3.5k in profit, 3.6. That liquidity is so close, so close. We are so close to that level. We are super close. Let's actually have a look. Liquidity wise, if anything has changed. Yeah, you can see how close we are. 90 million at 76.13k. Got 40 seconds left on that candle. I mean, RSI is in a very nice position. We're at 32, which is good. Ideally, I want to see that liquidity being taken. We are super close to it. We are so close to it. We're sat at 3k in profit right now. I believe that move will continue. RSI is okay. We're at 32. We're actually in a pretty nice amount of strength. MACD on the other hand is it's hard to tell actually. It's still slightly leaning, but it's actually curving up. You can see that this blue line is starting to curve up slightly. So ideally we need to get some more selling pressure in the market, and this bullish candle is not what we want to see. We are still in 2.5k in profit, so I believe this would just be a lower low being printed. You can see we've been in this downtrend for a long time now, you can see. So we've got the first, let me just draw a path and you'll see that move very nicely. So this is what we have. We have the first high, first low, second high, second low, third high, third low, fourth high, fourth low, fifth low, and then, well, I can't draw any more, but fifth low, sixth high, and that's what I'm expecting right now. Let me just get rid of that then. Like you can see how close we actually are to that liquidity. Lower, 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 lower highs. Loads of lower highs, loads of lower lows. Each low is obviously lower, each high is lower, which is very nice. We don't want to be coming past that previous high. That would be very bad. So right now, this is the area where we are expecting that continuation for the for that downside move. We're getting to a bit of a dangerous spot right now. We still have obviously plenty of room to be coming for that down, for that next obviously low. So you can see we've got some rejection here from this candle. And the liquidity is very close as well. So this trade looks very, very good right now. RSI is leaning to the downside, stochastic as well. MACD is actually leaning up, or curling to the upside though, which is not what we want to see. I want to see that continuation up until 76.1k. Bro. You can see where buyers are pushing back slightly. I want to see that liquidity sweep at 76.1k. I'm pretty confident still in the move, but we are looking a little bit. There we go. So sellers just stepped in a little bit more aggressively to push that price back down. So yeah, like I said, I'm looking towards that 76.1k level. I don't believe the liquidity has changed. Yeah, still 108 in the upside. Look how close we are. 90 million at 76.1k. Oh, that is not what I wanted to see. That is definitely not what I wanted to see. Well, it depends if the obviously sellers actually push that price back down and not let it come past that high, then that would be really, really good. So you can see we may be in for a shift to the upside. So you can see sellers actually push that price back down pretty aggressively. So we want to see that continuation past this bottom here. But I believe once we claim this liquidity, we'll be looking towards the upside. As I don't believe market, we need a new catalyst, obviously push price to even a lower level of, let's say, well, 72k. Because right now, just based off of market structure and market movement, well, I don't think it's strong enough to push price to like 72k. Want to see that price getting pushed down. 76.1k. Get our liquidity and then we can go for the upside. Then we can go for the upside. Satoshi Era Whale just burned 107 Bitcoin worth over 8 million. Is that? I think that says 8 million. This whale just sent 5 transactions in a row to a Bitcoin burn address. What on earth? The US Navy is restarting Project Freedom according to the Wall Street Journal. It looks like negotiations are failing. Officials said the Navy plans to assist and escort about a dozen civilian vessels, including super tankers and container ships, through the Strait of Hormuz in the upcoming days. President Trump to make a huge announcement at 6 p.m. after 3 policy meetings. Insiders expect him to address Iran talks and the latest peace deal proposal, extremely high volatility. So we are still leaning to that downside, but ever so slowly, as buying pressure has increased by the looks of it. Trump has reportedly turned down Iran's final peace terms. Yeah, I've heard of that one. The 14-point proposal does not meet our conditions. The US is prepared to move toward ground action. Move your body. $2.4k in profit, nice. Rubio says Iran deal talks need more time. Marco Rubio said negotiations with Iran to extend the ceasefire and reopen the Strait of Hormuz will take several more days due to unresolved wording in the draft agreement. He said the US insists the water will remain fully open and toll-free, warning that President Trump will not accept a bad deal. Well, they are charging now 150k for, well, just to get through, which is crazy. But yeah, that is insane. The Fed is injecting $7 billion into the economy next week. What the hell? So we are printing lower and lower for Bitcoin, but we obviously need to continue. Otherwise, we may be in for a move back up to the upside. And well, that could seem likely, as this could have been seen as a fake out, and this candle has obviously come on that support level. But we'll see. About 17 seconds on that candle there. What do you guys think? Are we coming all the way down to 76.1k, or are we going back up to about 78k? There we go. Rejected. Rejected. $2.6K. 2.6K in profit. News-wise, we've been well. It was a little bit active at the start of the session, but towards the end we actually died down. We didn't really have you know, much going on. There's probably like tweets on like on X, but they all kind of seem to say the same thing. Yeah, the session, the what's it called? This is the situation getting worse. Then it's like peace deals, then it's getting worse again. Then it's like a no deal. I feel like there's a lot of misinformation in the you know, the whole internet right now. So yeah, be careful what you guys read. I'm mostly being very careful on what I read and what I judge. So we are coming lower and lower on Bitcoin right now, which is very good. And claiming that 76.1K would be absolutely fantastic. But I will be coming in for a position at 76.1K for a long position, and I will be updating you guys on how that how that trade plays out in the Discord channel. So make sure you join that Discord channel. It's linked in the chat box. HS. What is HS? So you can see we're coming lower and lower in price. 3.2K in profit right now, coming up to 3.3. So ideally we need to push past that previous low, which was here. So pushing past that previous low would give us a nice push towards 76.1K, where we have about 90 million liquidity. 90.5. You can see we're coming closer and closer. Closer and closer. Holy shit. Is this going to be a 5K trade? Could be a fake out. Yeah. I feel like it might have been. Well, it looks like it anyway, considering the size, well, the sheer size of this bullish candle right now. But we still have about 30 seconds left on that candle, so it could be genuine. But sellers need to push that pretty aggressively for it to be genuine, and that move to 76K could actually be more likely than not. Oh, that's not what I wanted to see. Look how close we are. Look how close we are. But we are still making those lower lows. So ideally, even from the current position that we're in right now, I'd expect a continuation to the downside. So now we obviously made a high, a low, a lower high, and a lower low, and an expectation, well, realistically, would still be towards that downside, as there is no current shift within the market. Well, this fake out could have been an indication of maybe, you know, a shift and a potential move, you know, towards the upside, but we are still printing lower highs, lower lows, and we are in a very nice position. 3.4K in profit. That is crazy. I think I've got some kind of dead moth on my floor. I just had to put my foot down and just a crunch. Hello Julian, welcome to the Discord channel. 3.5K, 3.5K, crazy. I believe that level, well, we'll be at 1.6k for Bitcoin, and then let's have a look actually. 1.6k for Bitcoin, and then 1.660 was it? So just over 30%, and that would be. It'll be significantly more for obviously Pudgy Penguins and Sui. So we'll just get rid of that. We've slightly shifted towards the upside, but there's still no break of structure. There's still no real indication that we're actually going to be coming for that upside. We've not broken any highs or lows, anything like that, which is really, really good for now anyway. So even if we do even get up to, let's say, about 76,417, we still have a lot of room to be pushing to the downside. There is still a lot of room. As long as we don't obviously come past the previous high, we're okay. But I don't believe Bitcoin will just let that liquidity just, let it go. So MACD has now come up to the upside. It's still leaning to the upside. We want to see it obviously crossover, curl to the downside. RSI is curling to the downside. We're at 52 though. Ideally, we want to be in a 30 region, so about 30, well, let's say mid 30s would be okay, about 35-ish. We want to see a rejection. We want to see a rejection. And a continuation. The liquidity is literally bang on that level. 76,100 is where we have that liquidity just sat there. Sat there and waiting to be claimed. You can see how close it is. It's super, super close. Well, we're nearly at 100 million now, so 76,100 is where that liquidity is at. Nice job. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I still am expecting price to come to that level. So I'm not really too fussed and worried right now. It is a stressful situation, of course, but yeah, like I said, I'm expecting that liquidity to be obviously taken, and then we could be looking at the upside. I mean, it's literally the same as what we have in the upside actually. So in the upside, we've got 108, and at this level that we're in now, you can see we've got 108.9, 93 at 77,100, and then 99. Well, realistically, we can just say 100 million at 76.1k. Price somehow is kind of leaning to the upside though, which is not good.
Bomboclad. It's leaning to that liquidity. Like this setup has been absolutely lovely. Like just look how nicely that price has been coming down. Absolutely lovely. Look at that. Each high is lower. Each low is lower. We've not made any like moves past a high or a low, which is very, very nice to see actually. Let me get my brush so you can go high, lower, lower again, lower again, lower again, and lower again. Same thing for lows, lower, 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 lower. And I'm expecting the next one to obviously be where we have that liquidity sat. So this is the area I'm looking for. We're dropping a little rectangle in there. That's what I'm aiming for right now. Price is a little bit slow though, but it is what it is. But it's been moving very nicely today, very nicely. We seem to be pushing back from the buyers though, like come on now. We're getting rejected from this level multiple times though, which is not what we want to see. So you can see we've been coming from that high there, all the way down, all the way down. That's what I want to see. But price has just broken above that previous high, which is not good at all. Not good at all. I want to be seeing a heavy rejection and a continuation to that downside. Come on now, what's going on? It was all going so well and then it just stopped. He's just hovering, like literally hovering around. $1.7k. Oh my days. Was that 3k? It was literally at 3k. I mean 1.7 is still good, but I mean I'm still looking at that 4k, whatever it was, if we were to come to that downside.
Shady, looking a bit shady. I mean, it looks to me, even though, like it's some pressure building. We've not really got much movement within these candles, as you can see. Whales are extremely bearish, mid is neutral, and retail is slightly bullish. We want to see a bigger move. We want to see a bigger move. What is going on? That candle's coming bullish. Oh my days. I want to see a stronger move though. I don't believe that's going to be enough. That's not going to be enough. Well, we've still got 20 seconds, but we want to see a stronger move. Or maybe we're not even going to see it. We're going to see maybe, you know, a slow movement towards that liquidity. I mean, I am expecting a sharp push towards it, like we saw, for example, here and here as well. So we still have made lower lows, but we have now surpassed this high, which is well, a little bit concerning though. MACD is at the top now, which is good. Indicates a stronger move to the downside. So realistically right now what we want is a crossover and a push toward the downside. RSI is at a good level to start moving to that downside as well. So is stochastic, so that move is what I'm expecting right around now. But we need to see a stronger move towards that downside first. To obviously get that crossover. There's no movement at all. What? Looks like MACD is coming for a crossover. Selling pressure has come down now. Well, there's still slightly there, but it is getting less and less. I mean, MACD is getting closer and closer together. Selling pressure is decreasing. That's not what I want to see. Surely you're not going to let that liquidity just go like that. Surely not. So we've got actually some rejection from this high here. You can see by the candle wick, rejection as well there as well. So I want to see a continuation to that downside. Buyers are stepping in. Buyers are stepping in. Not aggressively, but yeah, they are stepping in. It's a pretty nerve-wracking situation when you're so close to your take profit and then it comes all that way up. But I mean, at the same time, we still have plenty of space to be coming for that move towards it. Well, and into it. MACD is getting closer and closer together. Well, it was. Well, it was. You can see it's getting closer and closer together. You can see the buying pressure though. Buying pressure. Strong selling pressure there, buying pressure, strong selling pressure, buying pressure. And what I'm looking for now is strong selling pressure. That would be very nice to see. That would be very, very nice to see. $252. It's not looking good. RSI is looking strong. MACD is curling even more to the upside. What is Michael Jackson doing? Screaming on the live for? So if we get rejected from this high, that'll be very, very good. If not, then we will be definitely closing that trade. Yeah, we're exiting that. What do you mean too many quantity? Let me exit my trade. Crazy. Well, it looks like we've shifted towards the upside now, but Right guys, that will be it for today's session. Thank each and every one of you for tuning in. And yeah, take a look at the link in the description below. I'll take you to the Everdex. It's a decentralized platform I use for all my trading. Make sure you take a look if you haven't already. And as always, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the latest. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.